I was going to say something about tuning. Even after you get back to your shop, you can go into your telemetry logs and click on tuning right here, and you get this graph comes up that you can size different ways with your cursor. You can also click on it and change the scaling of the graphing, etc. About right there is good for my deal. When you double click on it, you get a group of options that comes out of the telemetry from second to second, and you can graph them. And the ones I've got here is altitude, ground speed, and climb rate. And so I'm going to ask it to graph those for this part. And so my altitude is blue, my ground speed is red, my climb rate is green. So we'll go ahead and start playing that. And here they are. Can't really make them all out. Blue will be altitude, green will be climb rate. Here we go, armed. And here we go, climb rate and altitude coming up, ground speed coming up a little bit. Altitude continues to come up while climb rate kind of stabilized, sort of. You can see it's fluctuating, but the blue is going to go up to 200 feet. And there we are. We're at our cruise height now, so the green goes back to basically 0 because that's the climb rate. There is no climb rate at this point. And ground speed is 0. We're loitering about a point. Rotating, you can see a little bit of that in the bottom. It's actually, here we go. Now we're moving again, so the red ground speed is coming up as we head for the next waypoint. Altitude's remaining at 200 feet. And we hit another waypoint. Ground speed goes to 0. Looks like we kind of have a good climb rate or hover rate at that point, around 200. Little fluctuation. And now it's going to do its 30-second, 360-degree rotation. Should go in there and log rotation. I wonder what that would be. Yeah. There's no sense of getting a bunch of junk in there. You can put all these in there if you want to try to track it. Good luck with that. Okay, ground speed went up again because it went home while I was talking. It's at 200. 0 ground speed. Here's where things get kind of interesting. When it decides that it's exactly over the right GPS, which it just did, you got your altitude coming down, you got your ground speed going negative, and you got your ground speed, I'm sorry, got your climb rate going negative, ground speed still 0. Now watch as on the left it comes down to 30 feet. That altitude and climb rate right there, climb rate goes back towards 0 and the altitude levels off at 30 feet. This is about where the land sequence takes over. And now you can see now the land sequence is running, and there is a negative climb rate, and the altitude is coming down much more slowly than it was during the rest of the return launch. That's how you can graph about anything you want in the telemetry after the fact. It's all pretty cool. Later.